Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring Live, and today is Monday, September 20th, 2021. Wow, what a day. Hey, thanks for coming today. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are having a good day. We are in the first day of the new trading week, and we are in the final hour of the trading day. As you know, my favorite time to make my buying and selling decisions is at the end of the day, in the last hour, right before the close. I feel like that's the best time, the best, most valid prices, because the large financial institutions take control of the price away from the day traders and the algorithms, and I consider the price that they move it to at the close to make to be the best price to make your buying and selling decisions. So like I said, thank you for coming. Hope you're having a good day. I hope you're staying safe out there. This is an unreal market. I'm sure you would agree. Currently, the Dow is down 893 points, down 2.58%. The NASDAQ down 465 points, down 3.1%. And the S&P is down 115 points, down 2.6%. This is the biggest decline we've had in the last 2 years. So I hope you're staying safe out there. I really do. So we'll see where the end of the day takes us, and if we continue to sell off, or if we have a little bit of a rally, who knows. But here's the plan for today. First of all, we are going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. Secondly, we're going to come back. Take a look at my current positions, talk about when I bought them, why I bought them, and how I am going to manage them going forward. After that, I did have some day trades today that I'm going to share with you, and then we're going to go over to the board. We're going to take a look at my students' current positions, talk about when they bought them, why they bought them, and we'll see how they are doing as well. After that, we'll talk about trader psychology. Very important on a day like today when emotions get really revved up. And if you're out there trading and have had some losses, your emotions are probably amplified a little bit too, but it's important to stay calm, follow your process regardless of what the market does. So we'll take a look at that, and we'll talk a little bit about trader psychology. Then I do have some potential end of day trades, pretty good ones potentially. We'll see where it ends, but I have 3 requirements whenever I'm looking to enter a new trade. First, confluence combination of indicators lining up on multiple time frames. Second, I have to have a good risk to reward ratio, at least 2 to 1, based upon solid support below me and likely resistance above me. If I'm willing to risk $1,000, I have to be able to make $2,000 or more to make the trade worth it. And then number 3, I have to have a complete trading plan regardless of what market I'm trading or what strategy I'm trading. For me, that includes adjusting my position size based upon volatility. Today the volatility is huge, so therefore the position sizes will be smaller to compensate, knowing what my maximum allowed loss is, knowing where my emergency stop is, knowing where my end of day stop is, knowing where my intraday profit targets are, knowing where my significant overhead resistance levels are, and as always, having a complete trading plan, trailing stop plan, so that if you do have a profitable trade, you don't give it all back. So interesting day. I'll go through the potential end of day candidates as we get closer to the close, and if I find something that makes sense, I will buy it right before the close. After the market closes, if you have any questions for me, please let me know. I'm happy to answer. If you need clarification on anything, please let me know. I'm happy to clarify. If there are any stock symbols that you would like me to look at and get my opinion on, I'm happy to do that. Just put them in the live stream, and I will do my best to get to them before the close of the market. And then lastly, if any of my students want me to update their positions on the board, if you could please wait till the close of the market before you do that. That way I'm done teaching, done trading, pressure's off, and we'll spend as much time as we need to get it taken care of. Okay, so I'm going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. I will see you back in 40 seconds. Thank you. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Please carefully read and/or listen to the U.S. government required disclaimer before watching this video or live stream broadcast. The video link and disclaimer text are located in the description section of this video or live broadcast here, and here. Thank you so much. All right, let's see who is here today. First of all, we have Kamal. Good to see you, Kamal. Hope you're having a good day, my friend. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel. Miko is here. Good afternoon, Greg and group. Nice to see you, Mike. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Bacon Bandit is here. Good to see you, Mike number 2. Also, Mike, good lesson last night. You did really well. Anya T is here. Hello, everyone. Hello, Anya. Nice to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well and feeling well today. Michael Wilkinson, aka Leva, is here. Says, hi, everyone. Good to see you, Michael. Steve Burns is here. Hello, traders and wounded bulls. Boy, I'd say, holy smokes. Good to see you, Steve. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel. Hope you're having a good day. David is here. Good to see you, Dave. Hope you are doing well. Steve says, early FYI. I exited BYD for a 2.36% loss. I exited CRM for a 1.78% loss. Both closed under the previous day's low. CRM has a 520 cross under. Okay. VIX chart is a rocket ship. Yes, it is a rocket ship. Definitely. Jonathan is here. Good evening, Greg and group. Nice to see you, Jonathan. Hope you are doing well. Frank is here. Good to see you, Frank. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel. Ollie is here. Steve Burns, you don't go short, correct? Only go long, meaning since the 520 cross to the downside, you would go short now on those two stocks you mentioned. Steve can answer that. No, the short side does not backtest well. It loses more than in the market. As the market tends to go up, even downtrends have biggest rallies. George is here. Hi there. Good to see you, George. Steve says the VIX 1030 EMA crossover is one of my only short selling strategies with the SPY. Ali says, thank you, Steve. Thanks for coming, Ali. Johnson is here. Hi, Greg and all. Good to see you. Steve says Amazon is back to the 200-day moving average. Yes, it is. And that is on my list. Well, let's go through, as ugly as this is going to be. Tom, David, and I did buy EXPE with a with a close under, close over the 200-day moving average. V2 false breakout to the downside. Bought it here at 147.37. Has moved up nicely for us. Did actually even hit one profit target today earlier when it went positive. It has moved 1.5 ATRs from my entry. So if I get a close below the previous day's low, I will get out and lock in half. Right now it is holding Friday's low. And so I'll just put a little marker there. And let me make sure that is the right price. The low there is 150.53. All right, so 150.53 is my line in the sand on that particular position. But so far, it is down on the day, not too bad. And this particular trade is up 2.55%. So grateful for that. Also grateful from short on Goldman Sachs. This is a perfect example of a short position. Ali, if you're listening, we had a double top with a bearish divergence, meaning we have a top here with tall MACD bars. We reverted back to the value zone. We came up, we made a higher high on lower MACD bars. That's the setup. I'm waiting for a trigger. I shorted here at 411.39. It is 373.34. Hit 4 profit targets today, 3 of them at the open because it gapped down. This particular trade up 9.25%. So for David and Tom, if this closes over the 30 RSI today, I'll just go ahead, lock in the profits on the trade. This has been an excellent, excellent short trade, obviously. PLNT, Bacon Bandit, Dynamic Duo, Michael Martin, Tom, and myself, we did buy PLNT with a close over the 200-day moving average back at 78.48. It's currently 76.22. It's down 2.97% on the day, and it is down 3% on the trade. Looks like this is definitely going to close under the 200-day moving average. I will be getting out of this. My end of day stop was a close under the 200-day moving average. I will be getting out of this and taking a loss on that. SPY. I do buy the SPY every day at the close. I hold it overnight. I sell it first thing the next morning. Well, not so hot tamale on the SPY trade, but at least I got out at the open. I did buy at 441.40, got out at 434.90. I mean, this is a significant move down. So the loss was from 441.40 to 434.90. Big overnight loss. I will be buying this today again at the close, as always, holding it overnight. Zoom. Ava, Michael Martin, David, and I did buy Zoom. It was a nice setup, under 30, over 30, under the negative third channel, over the negative third channel, under the 5 EMA, over the 5 EMA, and a V2. With all of that, still down 3.18% today. My end of day stop is the 30 RSI. It's currently 31.68, so it is holding. All right, let's go to day trades. All right, this is on Visa. I did buy Visa here with an under 30, over 30, under the negative third, over the negative third. Bought it at 217.97. Moved up here, took some profits at 218.22. Moved up again, took profits at 218.43. Then had a close below the previous day's low. Got out right about the same place I got out of the first one at 218.10. And then when it got back to break even, I just got out the remainder. So it was profitable trade. Got in at 217.97, out at 218.10, out at 218.22, and out at 218.43. All right, Apple. Had two trades on Apple. Let's see. Yeah. First trade bought here with false breakout to the downside and the V1. Got in at 142.77. Got out at 142.97. Got out at 143.28. Then when it came back to my break even point, I got out again break even. So the profitable parts were 142.77, 142.97, 143.06, and 143.28. And then here I took another trade, under 30, over 30, and a V2. I bought it at 142.32. At the end of the bar, I sold half, 142.43, and then lost the 30 RSI here at 142.19. So made from 142.32 up to 142.43, lost from 142.32 down to 142.19. So those are the trades on Apple. And then SSO. Had two trades on SSO. False breakout to the downside. V2 bought at 121.90. Had to sell at 121.38 for a loss, closed below the 30 RSI. Took another stab at it here at 121.23. Took some profits at 121.58. Took some profits at 121.78. Had a close below the previous day's low, and then the rest back at break even. So that was profitable, 121.23, 121.58, and 121.78. And so I have been out since then. Haven't had any other day trades since then. So all in all, pretty good on the day trades, especially with this kind of market. Okay. Steve says, holy moly, DIA is under the 30 RSI. That is rare. Yeah, it's hard to get averages under the 30 RSI, but that is exactly where we're at. 27.89. My gosh. Steve says, I was hoping you were holding some of the GS short still. Beautiful. Beautiful. FAS chart is wrecked. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, that one worked out pretty well. Oh boy, look at that. That is wrecked. Ava, greetings, Greg and everyone. Hi, Ava. Nice to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well, staying safe out there. John Dakota, make it stop. Too much red. I agree with you, John. It is brutal. Bacon Bandit says DIA 618 last time below 30 RSI. Yep. I was reading that this is the biggest down day in the last 2 years, so 618, yeah. Well, that was the place to buy, wasn't it, Bacon Bandit? You know, who knows? Maybe we have that 200-day coming up. Who knows? That's unreal. Unreal. Let's take a look at your position, shall we? Old Dominion. Bruce has a nice return to value, sideways motion, bought at 290.70. It's 289.71. It's up on the day, if you can believe it. Up on the day, still holding the end of day stop. Down on the trade a little bit, but up on the day, which is fantastic. Let's go to Alibaba. Kamal. Now I have Alibaba too, but it's on the week. Let's see. Kamal was blue, right? Yes, at 157. It's 149.29. It's down 6.74%. So that is brutal. AN, Dynamic Duo, had a great trade here at 105.10. Under 30, over 30, rejection of the negative third ATR channel. This has moved up beautifully. It is down 2.47% today, but this particular trade still up 10.59%. Congratulations, Dynamic Duo. Shopify, Kamal and Aba bought Shopify at 1483. It's 1405. It's down 4.44%. So down on the day, and unfortunately down on the trade as well. Kamal also bought Uber at 38.50. It's 39.06. It's down 1.71%, but Kamal is luckily up on the trade. Steve Burns told us about his trades earlier. I think he got out a little earlier, but Steve, Dynamic Duo, Michael Martin did take the 520 crossover. 260.06. It's 255.01, down 2.12%, and then also down the same on the trade. Trip, Dynamic Duo, I have them here twice, bought false breakout downside V1 at 34.72. It's 32.61. It's down 8.89% today. That's brutal. Twitter, Dynamic Duo did buy Twitter at 59.68. Had a nice run, but it's pulled all the way back. It's down 4.11%. It's down on the day, but it is still slightly up on the trade. Boyd Gaming, Steve did get out a little early. He bought the 520 crossover at 61.37. Initially went up and red today. Steve got out of that, so we'll take Steve out of that. CarMax, David bought CarMax with the 520 crossover here at 131.25. It is currently 136.73. It is down 2.49% today, but David is still up on the trade. PLTR, another nice trade here by the Dynamic Duo, bought at 26.27, moved up beautifully, but it's given it all back. It's down 8.99%, slightly underwater now on the trade. UNH, Lava bought UNH at 420.27. It's 408.83. It's down 2.7% today. Oy. Yep, make it stop is right. Tom and Gary bought Ulta at 383.15. It's 365.77, down 3.5%, down on the trade as well. CCL, Lava, Tom bought CCL at 23.31. It's 22.79, down 3.23%. Ford, David bought Ford with the 520 crossover at 13.42. It's 12.65, down 6.5%. Unfortunately, Boeing, Kamal bought Boeing at 213. Nice little range here in a V1. It's 206.66. It's down 3.14%. CTSH, Ava and Bacon Bandit bought at 76.48. It's 74.26. Only down 1.62%, so that's good. Roku, we have Kamal bought Roku 320 with an under 30, over 30. It's 310.26. It's down 4.27%. And bonds, Rich did short bonds at 150.95. It went down nicely. Big rally up today. Hopefully Rich took some profits somewhere along the way because it was profitable, nicely profitable there for a while. All right, we have a home from Frank. Looking forward to this. All right, here we go. Just like that, the market can take it back. Even players sharp as a tack can use a snap. With a snap, end up flat on their back. You may have known how. You may have know-how. You may have skill, but the market always hits us with its bill. Oh gosh, so good. Let me see if I can read that one a little better. Just like that, the market can take it back. Even players sharp as a tack can, with a snap, end up flat on their back. You may have know-how, you may have skill, but the market always hits you with its bill. Oh, so good. David says S&P is below the 30 RSI. David says board cleaning day. Steve says, Greg, can you see what SCCO intraday reading was? Sure. All right, so this is Southern Peru copper. At the low, Steve, if I can grab it here. Let me try that one more time. About 30.09, so bounced almost right at the 30 RSI, Steve. David said, stopped out at 4 this morning. Okay, sounds good. Remind me at the end, Dave, if you don't mind. Steve says, you are the master wordsmith, Frank. Very timely, 100% timely. John Dakota, it's the hard knock life for us. Well, it's pretty hard for everyone that's long today, but let's think about big picture, right? Let's think about big picture. Today may be hard knocks, but hopefully we'll learn something from it. What do we learn from it? That these days can happen. That it's important to position size for volatility. It's important to have emergency stops. That's what I take away from this, by the way. Okay, let me get a little thirsty big. Okay. Are we down 1,000 yet? Nope, only down 900. Okay, what do we have? About 123. Let's take another look real quick at current positions. So Expedia is holding previous day's low. Looks like I will be holding that. Goldman Sachs, if it closes over the 30 RSI, I'm just going to lock in this profit on this short. This was a massive, massive short position, or a massive move on the short position. But at some point we're getting down here pretty significant support near the 30 RSI. Don't want to give that all back. So if it closes under 30, I will keep the short. If it closes above 30, I will clear the short out, cover the short, and be done with the short. PLNT, this is going to be a goner for me with a close under 200. Going to have to take my loss. SPY, of course, big overnight SPY loss, buying this again at the close. And we'll see what happens overnight. And then Zoom, 31.33, still is holding my end of day stop of 30 RSI. All right. John says, I closed my short positions Friday expecting a dead cat bounce. Yeah, I know it's frustrating. I had some puts on the market as well, John, and I covered mine as well. But I do have VIX, so at least I had a little of that. David says, SPX broke below the 100, 200 seems very far down. What are we looking at? Oh, at the index, yeah. Well, let's look at the SPY. SPY is currently 29.56. I was looking for that confluence of under 30, over 30, along with the 100-day moving average. It's 29.55. We certainly could rally over the 30 on the SPY. Who knows? We have an hour and 35 minutes left. Kamal says, Steve, SCCO 5492R equals 2962. Okay. So Kamal saying it did go under 30, over 30. Glenn says, hi, Greg. Cycles have a low target have a low target this week for those worried about the current downdraft. Retest and undercut possible week ending 8th of October. What are we, September? Could be a week away from this. Well, who knows, but Glenn's been pretty accurate with his information, I can tell you that. So I appreciate you, Glenn. I appreciate you coming here and sharing that information with us. It's a nice addition. It really, really is. All right. Well, as I mentioned before we start looking at potential end-of-day setups today is a great day to talk about trader psychology. It's a great day to talk about your emotions being amplified, about keeping with your plan, keeping steady, cool hand Luke, right? It's all about trading psychology. And so I'm sure everyone's emotions are a little bubbled up today. So I think it's a good day we talk about trader psychology. This is from Trading Composure. He's on Twitter at Trading Composure. Wonderful channel, really gets into the nitty gritty and the nuances of trader psychology because he knows how important it is. Do yourself a favor and follow him at Twitter at Trading Composure on Twitter. Let's see what he has to say today. Be very picky when selecting your trades, just like you would be when shopping for a new car, smartphone, house, etc. You know, you've probably heard this before, but we spend a lot more time looking at the specs and the features of a house or a blender or a smartphone or a new car than we probably do with spending just the same amount of money on a stock, right? I mean, we're spending a lot of money. We're making a major purchase. We need to take a look at those technicals, adjust the position size for volatility, have a complete trading plan. You're buying a significant purchase, you know, depending on how much you're buying, but it's all relative, right? So people spend a lot of time on specs on cars, smartphones, houses, but do you spend enough time? Do you give enough respect that you're actually making a large purchase by buying stock? Make sure your levels are there. Make sure there's confluence of signals. Make sure you're position sizing. So, you know, let's remember we are making a large asset purchase when we're buying a stock position. Let's just make sure the time frames are there, the risk to rewards there, the levels are there. And so when I read this, it makes sense because people just buy and sell and buy and sell and buy and sell. They don't put a lot of thought into it, and we put a lot more thought into regular things we buy, but we need to do it with stocks as well. So thank you, Trading Composure. Appreciate that. That's helpful for me. I hope it's helpful for everyone else. Kind of plant that seed in your head to realize we are making major purchases and we need to spend the time and the due diligence before we hit that buy button. Steve says, thanks, Kamal. Under over is good. It is good. All right. So we have about a half hour. What is the market doing? All right. So the Dow's down 832 now, so not too shabby compared to 1,000. NASDAQ's down 449, under 3% now, which is good. All right. So again, we are over 30 on the Goldman Sachs short. Very likely I will just clear this out today now because I'm under 30, over 30, and lock in this nice gain. PLNT looks like it's under the 200. I'll be getting rid of that. SPY, buying SPY at the close. We are back over the 30 RSI on the SPY now. We went under 30 and over 30. And then Zoomy is still holding the 30 RSI. It's 31.34. Are we having a bit of a bounce? SCCO also bounced at the third ATR channel, is what Steve says. There you go. Mine a little different, probably a little different settings. Mine's still under. Dan says, Glenn, much respect. I 100%. And good to see you, Dan. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, there's my peace sign. I didn't have my peace sign. I wasn't too happy about that. All right. Let's take a look here. have Amazon. All right, let's look at end of day trades, see if there's anything interesting here. Silver, AGQ is 30.21. Let's see where we went at the low of the day. 29.81. So yes, it is an under 30, over 30. A little spooky to buy here for sure. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly is under the 200-day moving average. Seems like it is under the negative third ATR channel as well. I don't like that. I'd feel better about if the weekly was over. Goldman Sachs. Again, I have this short position. Right now it is an under 30, over 30. So, you know, it would be possible to go long this stock as well. Let's take a look at the weekly. Smack down in the value zone, not a bad place for it to be. Johnson & Johnson, it bounced at the 200-day moving average earlier. Now it's still under, so I wouldn't mind buying Johnson & Johnson, but it would have to close above the 200-day moving average. Visa, I like Visa here. I like Visa a lot. We have an under 30, over 30, under the 250. Currently it's over the 250, under the negative third, over the negative third. So right now, just looking at this, I like Visa the best. SSO, under 30, over 30, under the 100 moving average, over the 100 moving average. That is a pretty good confluence. It doesn't happen very often. You'll see the 200 and the 30 RSI confluence, but you really have to go down hard in order to get the confluence at the 100. And we do. We have an under 30, over 30, under 100, over 100. I do like SSO quite a bit. BGFN, I can't remember who. Oh, this was Lava. This was Lava. Mike, Bacon Bandit, if you're out there, we had this lesson last night. Above the value zone, into the value zone, sideways motion. Nice V1 here today. Up on the day, relative strength is really good. False breakout to the downside, 972,000 shares. Let's take a look over at the weekly. Weekly bounced. It looks like it bounced off the 50 RSI on the week. Let's take a look. Maybe not. No, 51.58. But rejected the 20-day for sure. So I do kind of like Big Five here as well. Amazon. Well, Amazon bounced at the 200-day moving average. You know, do I want to buy it here? In the value zone, we had that big down day. We got to halfway, and that's where we fell. Doesn't surprise me too much. Amazon is also a possibility. So there are a lot of possibilities here. All right, question is, what looks the best? Well, I'm more concerned with Goldman Sachs of covering my short. I don't really like the long position because that's all it has is an under 30, over 30. But it looks very likely that I am going to cover the short on Goldman Sachs if we hold above the 30. Johnson & Johnson could possibly be in there, definitely for sure. So I'm going to take AGQ, Goldman Sachs, Johnson & Johnson's a possibility. Visa, I probably like the best, under 30, over 30, rejection of the negative third ATR channel over the 250. SSO, under 30, over 30, I quite like that one as well. BGFV, this is my thinking on BGFV. It's a good signal. It's a great signal. Although with this market like this, I feel a little bit more comfortable buying the indexes or a bigger, well-known stock. Although, you know, you could make the argument, yeah, Greg, this is up. It is up for sure. There is no doubt about it, but there are valid signals. I like a stock like Visa better. And then Amazon, nice little bounce right at the 200. People say technicals don't work. Why did it bounce right at the 200 then? If technicals don't work. And Ava, if you're out there, I don't know if you bought this. I know you were following Amazon today, and so I know sometimes you buy as we get to the 200-day moving average. So if you did that, it looks like you have a nice you had a nice trade, and I hope you did. I really hope you did. So right now, I like Visa, under 30, over 30, rejection of the negative third ATR channel and the 250. That does backtest well. And SSO, under 30, over 30, under the 100, over the 100. That confluence was taught to me by Mr. Steve Burns. And Steve will know that you don't get that confluence of signals very often. And looks pretty good there. I'm leaning towards taking two positions today. One on Visa, one on SSO. And half positions, by the way. Half on Visa, half on SSO. So that's what I am looking for. About Apple. Apple is tempting for sure, but we did not go below the 30 RSI. Not really a valid signal yet, at least for me. We got to about 33. Oy vey, what a day. Look at ODFL up $1.20 for Bruce. Nice. John Dakota says, the algos are here to help. Yeah, usually about 20 RSIs, they come on in. Frank says, shifting gears, the first police siren was invented in 1899 in Akron, Ohio. It was an electric power buggy that ran up to 16 miles an hour. Here's the weird part. The siren was a gong. Wow, that is weird. What about, you think they were in the marketing meeting, in the product development meeting, and they're all sitting around table, and somebody goes, yes, John. John says, how about a gong? How about a gong? We make it sound a gong. Everyone around the table goes, oh, yeah, oh, nice, John. Very, very nice. I don't know how it worked. That's just my imagination. BTU. John, I don't really see anything here yet, bud. I mean, it did reject the negative, it rejected the 50 EMA. If you wanted to use that 50 EMA as your level, that might be good. But I don't think if I was scaling through charts, this would grab my attention. If it had a V1 or a V2, something on top of it would make it a little better. Let's look over at the weekly. Week's okay. It has support of the 1 ATR channel below it, but I just don't see a real legitimate signal other than a rejection of the 50 EMA, which is the dotted line right here. You know, if you wanted to, you could use that level, but I'd like more of a confluence of signals. Lova says, I think I got the best story of the day. Hit two emergency stops one way. One was a trade on the VIX about 5 minutes ago. You bought the VIX? Do I even want to see this? VIX is up 15.5% today. Oh, yeah. I assume you were long? Darn. Sorry, buddy. Frank says, thank you, Dan. Michael says, BFGG was Lilia. Oh, was that Lilia? I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, it's a nice return to value, sideways motion, false breakout to the downside, V1, rejection of the negative 1 ATR channel. It's pretty good. I mean, it is pretty good. I'm just going to stay with the bigger names is all. Ava says, just missed the 200 days, so I didn't buy. Oh, bummer. Bummer, Ava. I was hoping that you did. Delta Airlines. Looks like it's a 520 cross. I'm not sure if I should know this by now. Let's see if Delta. Yeah, I cannot backtest Delta. I don't know if anyone has the ability to backtest Delta. We do have a V1 520 crossover. It's up on the day, so that's good for sure. EXPE again looks fine. I'm holding. Goldman Sachs is back above the 30 RSI. Looks like I will be covering that if it holds. PLNT, definitely going to get rid of PLNT. Overnight SPY, of course, buying that at the close. Zoom down on the day, 3.42%, but holding the 30 RSI. Visa is over the 250 and an under 30, over 30, and a rejection. Good risk to reward ratio here, well off of its lows. That's good. Apple, I would love to buy Apple with an under 30, over 30, but it just hasn't got there. So, looks like to me, my two purchases here today are going to be a half position in Visa, if this holds, half position in SSO, if the 30 RSI and the 100-day moving average hold. So those are my two. I like both of those. Don't know if they're both going to be good. Who knows, right? But it makes sense from a level standpoint. There is Lilia. Speaking of Lilia, nice to see you, my friend. Hope you and the dogs and the rabbit are doing well. Mike says, yep, bought the VIX, and it immediately became my second biggest loss today. Sorry, buddy. Bacon Bandit, thoughts on NNN? It's okay, Mike. I mean, you have a bounce off the 200-day moving average. We probably went under 30, over 30. Well, let's see. No, didn't go under 30, over 30. We had a nice rejection of the 200-day moving average and a V1. It's a little chasey. It's a touch chasey. Let's look over on the weekly. Weekly has a V1 going as well. We have the -1 ATR channel above as resistance. You know, it's okay. It's okay. I like the upward sloping 100-day moving average. I mean, it's up 2 cents, which is saying something in a day like today. 653,000 shares. Don't know what the liquidity is like. Let me poke my head over here and see if I can take a look. NNN. 3 cent spread. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. My first feeling is it's a little chasey. We had that big down bar the day before. So I would imagine we could possibly get up to about 45.14 from a technical standpoint, but you have longer than that on the way down for your risk. So that's what would concern me. So again, let me take care of a little business here. All right. So I did cover my Goldman Sachs short. I am out of the Goldman Sachs short. And I did sell PLNT with the close under the 200-day moving average. So that's what I did. Those two are gone. So Goldman Sachs I'll put over here. PLNT I'll put over here. EXPE looking fine. SPY buying that at the close. Zoom holding the 30. I'm looking at Visa. I'm looking at SSO. And that's most likely what I'll buy today. Frank says, maybe it's just me, but when market gets really bad, it seems like the signals turn into blinking lights, like road signs after a storm. Ooh, I can envision that. Yeah, it's a tough day. It is a tough day, man. It is tough. But listen, you know, we can look back in time and we can look a lot of these dips. People thought, why didn't I buy those dips? The reason why is because it's scary. Right? So you have to have signals that tell you whether you're in or whether you're out. I like SSO here a lot. Under 30, over 30, under the 100, over the 100. Like it a lot. Like it a lot. Doesn't mean it's going to be a winner. Visa, under 30, over 30, under the 250, over the 250. Like it a lot. Visa SSO, Visa SSO. Another option is that 200-day moving average on Amazon. I think it came down a little bit, but I still think I like Visa the best. Yeah, and SSO. $213. All right, let's try that then. 213. All right. And Visa. Okay, that's all good. Michael says V also tested the 30 RSI and the 30 ATR. Yep, that's right. That's exactly right, and that's why I like it. And I like SSO, at least so far, unless there's some shenanigans here right before the close. I hope not. Okay, we have about 10 minutes to go. 713. Yeah, 713. Sorry, lost in thought there for a minute. Fast question. View one entry that has not reached trailing stop mode. Only use sell half 50 RSI rule. That's correct. Glenn said S&P bounced at support. Glenn says market's closing in Asia, so selling looks technical. Glenn says up 45 points from the low. SPY rallying above the 100. Yep, all looks good. All looks good, I must say. Let's take a look at the Visa chart intraday here and see what's going on. Oh, we're rallying like a big one. All right, we have 5 minutes to go, everybody. And I'm waiting to buy Visa and SSO. Ooh, I'm glad I covered Goldman Sachs when I did. Nice. Five minutes. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and buy half SSO right now. And I'm going to buy Visa, half position as well. All right, I'm all taken care of. 3 minutes to go. Steve is long SCCO. He is also long QQQs, DIA, and AGQ. Very nice, Steve. So Steve is buying SCCO, he's buying QQQ, he's buying IWB, and SPY. Alrighty then. All right, so I did buy Visa. I did buy SSO. We have 2 minutes to go. Lot of business to take care of right here. All right, we have 1 minute to go, everybody. All right, well, we've rallied nicely off the low. And if I could get my, oh, there we go. Thank goodness. Okay, that's it. Let's take a look and see where everything was bought today. All right, I did buy overnight SPY trade at 434.04. I bought Visa at 220.06, and I bought SSO at 122.68. All right, so overnight SPY trade bought at 434.04 for the overnight SPY. Visa, I bought at 220.06. Okay. And SSO, I bought at 122.68. 122.68. All right. And then I did lock in my my profits on my short on Goldman Sachs, and did get rid of PLNT as well. So if my students have any entries or exits for me today that they would like me to update on the board, go ahead, put them in the live stream. I'll get to them and we'll get them all taken care of. But before I do, just want to remind everybody that I do teach private one-on-one lessons in the evening time via Skype. I love to teach. I think I do a really good job of it. I teach a really good course. I know that. That's a total of 15 hours, 5 sessions. Each session is 3 hours. It's one-on-one, just you and I via Skype in the evening time when things are nice and quiet. We can really learn. I teach you step by step how to trade all 5 of my different trading approaches. You're going to be a better trader when you're done with this. I've taught students from all over the world, and I know they've all become better traders. So if you are interested, the price is $1,750. Sounds like a lot of money, but it is worth every penny, I promise you. And all you have to do is send me an email. Email is in the link, is in the description of this video. Just say in the email, Greg, interested in potentially learning from you, taking the course with you. I'll reply, say, great, let's schedule a Skype call. Skype call is free. All I want to do is learn more about you and your trading, what you hope to achieve, how you want to get better, your goals, your challenges, and then it's a good time for you to ask me any specific questions you have about the course and how I teach it. And then after we're done with the call, think about it as long as you want. And then one day, if you decide today's the day, just email me back. Say, Greg, I'm ready to go. We'll schedule it and away we'll go. Secondly, I do have a great online course available. It's an online video course available at udemy.com. It's called the Deep Dip by Stock Trading Strategy. 2 of the positions that I bought today were deep dip, exactly from that strategy. It's at udemy.com. It's a really fantastic price. It's $12, $15, depending on the day. And don't let the low price fool you. It's 9.5 hours of video, 26 videos total, 15 study guides. It's a great course. I've had so many good reviews and comments from all over the world. So do yourself a favor, click on that link in the description, take the course, you'll be a better trader. And then lastly, if you like today's podcast, I would really appreciate it if you could hit the thumbs up button. Helps to build the channel, helps keep the channel around. A lot of people out there could use some good trading training. And I think if we could get them here, we would give them just that. So you could help me help them just by hitting the thumbs up button before you click on out of here. So, all right, let's take a look. Now, I'm sure we have lots of stuff to do here. Let's see. And if someone told me earlier what they were doing, if you could remind me again, that would be good. Okay, so Steve is long SPY. And I'm just going to put here Steve long SPY at $431.75. Nice going, Steve. And I'll just keep the price here because otherwise we'll have too many lines. He bought the Qs. $363. Ooh, nice going. 363.52. 363.52. With an under 30 over 30. Way to go, Steve. Oh. 363. 363.52. And also the diamonds. $338. $338.07. Okay, and that's Steve. And also IWB. At 224.39. Wait. 224, Steve? It's 245. Did you mean 244.39? Probably that's what you meant. If not, let me know. But it's 245 and I don't think you got it at 224. 244. 244.39. All right. Nice purchases there, Steve, on the indexes. Oh, and SCCO as well. All right. So there's Steve with the under 30, over 30. All right. And also long AGQ. So Steve did some shopping today. $32.37. Kamal, no trades, kept everything. Kamal, position sizing is the best. CTSH. Where are you, CTSH? Oh, there we go. That's Bacon Bandit. All right. All right, I'll take Bacon Bandit off of there. And PLNT. And there's Bacon Bandit right there. David is out of Ford. Okay. And out of Goldman Sachs. That's a good trade on Goldman Sachs. That was a goodie. All right. And David there. Tom is in Visa. TOM. SSO. QQQ. Where did my Q go? Oh, here we go. There's Tom. Out of Ulta. Out of Goldman Sachs. So we are all out of Goldman Sachs. Like the bounce at the close. Paxton is out of CRM. Oh, Steve's out of CRM as well, right, Steve? Yeah. And Dynamic Duo. Planet Fitness. Trip. PLTR. Out of Oh no, you're out of PLTR. And you're out of half Twitter, right? Sold 1/2. And Visa. Man, this is crazy. All right. And Visa for Dynamic Duo. Ava is out of shop in NV. And out of shop. I think Kamal kept shop. So we'll take Ava out of shop. Dan gives a thumbs up. John says, no swing trades, just sitting. Sounds good. Mike says, 93.5% of my losses today were on 2 stocks. I had entered both on signals that were not legitimate. Well, there you go. I don't know. At least you admitted it. Tom is out of PLNT as well. All right. Did we get everything? And let me make sure. Steve exited BYD. Okay, so we're out of BYD, out of CRM, BYD, CRM. Yes, correct. David says, Michael, I had a bad one today as well. I anticipated the trade. Yeah. So look, it's 2:14. If anyone has any other entries for me, any of my students, let me know. In the meantime, let me read this. I like to do it every day. If we all do one random act of kindness daily, we just might set the world in the right direction. This is from Martin Kornfeld. I read it every day, but I really like it and I believe in it. Let's go out and try to do something nice for another human being today. We'll make their day, should make your day as well. If you come across an animal, do something nice for an animal. They will appreciate it as well. Should make you feel good as well. And maybe one day when you need it, someone will be there for you. So I do have a doctor's appointment that I have to get to, so I may have to run out of here a little quick. So if any of my students have anything else, let me know. Michael says, earlier question about using 50 RSI to get out of half position. Is that before or after trailing stop mode? Anytime you reject the 50 RSI, I get out of half. It doesn't have to get to trailing stop mode, Mike. The only thing you do with trailing stop mode is if you move 1.5 ATRs from your entry, then you get out of half if you have a close below the previous day's low. But if you ever reject the 50 SMA or the 50 RSI, the way I do it, I get out of half immediately, and it does not have to get to trailing stop level to do that. Paxton says, thanks, Greg, and everyone. You are welcome, buddy. What's happening after hours here? Apple's down 11 cents. Alibaba's down 9 cents. SPY is down 62 cents. SSO down 34 cents. Visa down 55 cents. So it looks like we are down a little bit after hours. So Jonathan says, cheers. Michael says, thank you. Got it. All right, Mike. And look forward to our lesson tonight, my friend. And I think that's it. I have to run. I have to go. I have an appointment I have to be to, so I'm going to have to get out of here a little early. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Be good, be kind, be safe, drive safe, all that good stuff. And hope to see you tomorrow. Oh, and if you like today's podcast, I would appreciate if you'd hit the thumbs up button. All right. Sorry to rush, but I got to get to that appointment. Talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Bye-bye. U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and Forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.